Hello and welcome to another installment of Wax Nostalgic, where we open up and talk about a pack of baseball cards from uh, anywhere from the late 80s to the early 90s, and occasionally we're going to do something from modern that I've just started collecting again. So today we're going to look at 91 Studio. So my connection with these Studio cards is that for Christmas that year, my uncle gifted me the factory set of the 91 Donruss, and that was the first year they did Studio. And so in that factory set, they added some of those Studio cards, and so those seemed super premium and special, and that was the change going on in the hobby at the time. Is in '89 you had the introduction of Donruss, Upper Deck, and that was like a game changer in the hobby. You know, the cards were high quality. They had that crazy little hologram on the back. They just seemed they were much higher quality cards, and so that kind of started a bit of an arms race with all the different companies to start producing premium cards. And so these Studio cards were like, wow, these are going to be like big money cards. And so I had those few that came in the factory set. I believe it was a sample pack of around 4 or 5. And I think over the course of my collecting, I accumulated a little more. But actually around 91 is when I started getting out of the hobby and transitioning more to comic books. Again, just like chasing the hype, which is what an 11-year-old me was doing. And so anyway, let's get into these and see what we got. So yeah, I started getting out of the hobby in 91, but I'm sure I did accumulate a little bit in 92, and there may have even been a random, 93 pack that squeezed in there, but around 91 is when it really kind of stopped for me. So we've got Tim Herr, Scott Geraltz, and it's just, these cards were like, as a kid, just, whoa, look at these cards. These are like so fancy and nice, and now they're just like kind of portrait studio prints, and they're not very exciting. Alex Hernandez, Rick Aguilera, Dwight Evans. He was a fun player to get. You know, he was one of your, at the time, like, oh, hey, man, I got a Dwight Evans. Anybody want to trade for that? Rob Deere, nice stash. All right, Dennis Eckersley. You know, this was something you'd be excited about back in the day. Definitely a quality reliever. He was used mainly as a closer, maybe? I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah, rock solid mullet and stash. Bert Blyleven. I feel like whenever you watch people open packs on YouTube, everybody gets a Bert Blyleven. It's kind of like, is it really a pack of 80s to 90s baseball cards if you don't get a Bert Blyleven? Paul Molitor, Brooke Jacoby, and then our puzzle piece. So I definitely would have to say that the Eck takes the prize of the pack. All right, so thanks for watching, and be well, be kind to yourself, and support your local card shop. Thanks.